Binary pals. Welcome to the Vocal Minority with Nick and Steve. Broadcasting live on the Really American Media platform. It's time for your midweek political briefing. The boys are here to keep this current political dumpster fire to a smolder. Let's cut through the poo-poo and throw a little light on the chaos before it. Holy moly! Take it away, gentlemen.
All right, we will. Welcome to the Vocal Minority, y'all. Nick and Steve back at it. Your midweek political review. Are you ready?
I am ready. And anyone out there, if you want to contact us directly for love, hate, or anything else, it's thevocalminority.net. There's a contact option. You're smart. You'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's actually pretty easy, right? You just click a button, and then we get a letter.
Sure. All right.
All right. Well, yeah, it's only Tuesday. 7/7 is the date of the show here. That it seems like it should be a lucky day, right?
It should be, but I don't think there's such a thing in this current regime.
Okay.
We're fresh out of lucky days. I mean, there's a chance a lucky day may be coming at some point in the next couple of years. How's that bruise on your hand doing there, buddy? In the meantime, we just trudge forward.
Yes. Oh, gosh, dude. The chat was not fluttering around, and now it's doing it. I thought they fixed it. But
yeah.
Getting closer. Those are Nick and Steve problems and not y'all problems.
Exactly. Survive the 4th. Yeah, we're still here.
Yeah.
I had fun. You know, it's a good time. Fireworks show, etc.
Yeah, you did all the mandatory obligations that you had to take care of.
Yeah, did that. Me and the son went down to the South Shore, beautiful Lake Tahoe, and watched the fireworks show and listened to them completely screw up my introduction announcements. That was fun, too.
How did that feel? You didn't care, or you were like, God, of course.
So funny. I am the official announcer for the Lake Tahoe fireworks show after 18 years of working behind the scenes with the music and stuff. But yeah, the last 2 years, I'm the guy that welcome the show, and let's all count down together and all that. And this year, that announcement did not air due to technical problems. And, you know, my 16-year-old son was livid. Like, what the fuck? They owe you an apology. I was like,
right.
Little man, I have been in this business long enough. Technical problems happen. And we have him here on this very same show here. So, you know, what are you going to do?
Every once in a while. But this is our promise, our Nick Reynolds, our Steve Harness guarantee. We'll work right through them to bring you need-to-know news.
This is need-to-know news. News you need to know.
Hello, Americans. This is Paul Harvey. Stand by for news.
I'm in Canada. I'm lucky for now, says my little story. Yeah, go ahead and brag. It's fine.
Yes.
We had bragging rights over you guys for like the last 100 years or something. But yeah, now you guys are definitely the better country.
Welcome to the Great Black Swamp of Northwest Ohio.
Oh, ouch. Sorry there, buddy.
Yeah, that's rough.
Northwest Ohio. Oh, Cedar Point, though, right? Sandusky?
Hey, we didn't know it was Taco Tuesday until Fried Samurai pointed it out. So that's
every
good.
day in Trump world is some sort of taco something. So,
yeah, what does that mean again, taco?
Trump always chickens out.
Of course he
does. He's a bluffer, and that works until people figure out that that's what you're doing, and then it does not work anymore. So.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, Sean. Hit the thumbs up, chat. That's what Sean's talking about, and we appreciate the support for sure. Hey, dude, we let's get vocal for a second here because someone made a comment. We did a video yesterday on what the fuck did I talk about yesterday? What were we talking about yesterday?
Gavin Newsom or the other one.
Yeah, I think it was Gavin Newsom. So he was basically talking about all the way that he put together a great speech, guys. And if you haven't watched it yet, go to the Really American page. Steve and I put a video out yesterday. He was talking about all the ways that Trump is going to fuck with this election and how he's doing it and how much more is to come. And one of the things we mentioned was the Postal Service and how it had changed. And I just love to see that comment, dude, that we got out of the audience. Like, oh, I had no idea. I'll definitely be getting vocal, spreading the word, passing it along to people I know and don't know.
It's true.
And that's what we need to do. That's why we do this show, right?
We're occasionally informative, helpful, humorous, conversational. That's entirely what the show is for. And by the way, giving you guys a chance to get vocal. And, you know, on last week's show, some of you started chiming into the comments like, hey, I hear Mitch McConnell's dead. Mitch McConnell's dead. And Philly right here, is Mitch McConnell still alive? That is the big freaking topic that everyone is discussing. And the fact that we have to discuss it is alarming. I mean,
Yes.
if the guy's dead, tell us. If he's brain dead, tell us. If he's alive, tell us. Proof of life, people.
Yeah.
Picture. Hold up today's newspaper. Do a 30-second call-in to CNN or something. But no, instead the mystery just deepens. And I think we have a few random updates based on different people's opinions. Because I've heard everything today from Republicans of he's alive and well, to he's dead and gone, to he's brain dead and on life support. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
There's a lot of unconfirmed information, I guess is what I would call it, because, yeah, we still we need to see proof of life. You know, we need to see either a body or some proof of life. We'll start this segment out with going back to 2023, where Mitch McConnell alarmed the country after he froze in the middle of a press conference. Do you remember this?
This week has been good bipartisan cooperation. And a string of
This is 23, you said?
Yeah, 2023.
I mean,
That's sad. I mean, it's sad, dude. We said that when we saw this. We were like, holy shit, that is a glitch in the Matrix, my boy.
I mean, part of the issue here is, McConnell's a diehard, pissed off Republican asshole who I don't, sing his praises for any reason.
Sure.
I'm also not trying to pile on a man who is clearly not in good health. Like, he's
Yeah.
an old man. My criticism would be you should not be in elected office anymore. Like,
Yeah.
come on, people. Why do we have to hold on to power until we literally just fall over and die? Like,
Totally.
the greater good, taxation without representation. Like, if you can't do the job, then go go to a retirement home, go to a hospital, whatever it is. Like, go rest in peace.
Yeah, I would second that. As far as him as a person and what he does in this world, like, I hate that little bitch. But, I mean, at the end of the day, I like to think I'm a caring guy, and we're all people, right? So when you see that, you're just like, oh, my gosh.
Right.
A month later, it happened again while he was trying to answer some questions in Kentucky.
What are your thoughts on running for re-election in 2026?
what are my thoughts about what?
Running for re-election in 2026?
That's
Wow.
Did you hear the question, Senator? Running for re-election in 2026?
Look at her. She's like, did you hear the
I heard it. I just don't have an answer.
All right, I'm sorry, you all. We're going to need a minute.
You know what's sad is that I think he doesn't have an answer because, of course, he wants out, dude. But there are powerful people that are trying to keep him in this position.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's a real deal. We're hearing about this. What do they call it? Drop dead by August 3rd.
Yeah. It's in Kentucky, and they have rules that by August 3rd that, there's a chance to do the special election. Now, it used to be the law in Kentucky that the governor would just simply appoint somebody to fill that seat until the next election came around. For some odd reason, they changed that. And now they would have to do a special election. But keep in mind, their governor is a Democrat, which blows my mind. But Thomas Massey, current congressman, could technically run for the Senate. Yeah. He lost in his Trump-loving congressional district, but he could win a statewide election as senator if they elected a governor Democrat. Like, they could do it for him too. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, so let's go back to June 14th. Where was Mitch McConnell then, and what was his health like? Okay, let's see.
We are just now learning that Senator Mitch McConnell is still in the hospital. That, according to a spokesperson for the former Senate leader. It comes as NBC News learns that paramedics did CPR on somebody experiencing cardiac arrest at Senator McConnell's home on June 14th, the day that he was hospitalized. That according to fire dispatchers on the scanner audio.
Medical local paramedic agent 3, medic 3, ALS response unconscious.
CPR in progress.
EMS 2 response for cardiac arrest.
It's fire EMS dispatch right there. And according to the audio, the first medic who arrived to McConnell's house started giving somebody CPR before another EMS team arrived on the scene as well.
So, yeah, I mean, you don't do CPR in someone who's, breathing at all. I think it would be counterintuitive, right? Right.
Yes, to say the least. And real quick, some people are talking about technical problems in the comments. Like, I don't know what to tell you guys. It is what it is. We can't. Some are saying there's a buffering thing. Our audio's cutting in and out. I don't know. It's nothing we can control. So just bear with us.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Okay, so yeah, he had the heart attack. Supposedly, that's what we heard. We heard there that somebody from the location was doing CPR. He was rushed to the hospital.
Right.
Since
And then, by the way, his wife then rushed out of the country.
Yeah, here's this video, dude.
This incredibly odd story also involves Senate Majority Leader John Thune, who stated to Politico that he had spoken with McConnell the day after his hospitalization and that he, quote, sounded good, end quote. Now, this statement threw off the press for nearly 2 weeks, placating the public until I released the EMS dispatch audio showing the seriousness of this medical emergency. Now, given that Senator McConnell is still here in the hospital 3 weeks later, and as far as I know, he has not spoken with any other members of Congress, now puts this initial remark by Leader Thune into question. And look, he could have just been attempting to give Senator McConnell his privacy, but the better response could have been, I have not heard anything, or I don't know. Right. And this story gets even odder after I reported a couple days ago of a press release documenting that McConnell's wife, Elaine Chao, met with the vice president of China 3 days after his hospitalization. And to be clear, the issue is not merely that Elaine Chao went to China. The issue is she is a private citizen. She holds no official government position. She's married to a sitting U.S. senator who reportedly had a major medical emergency, and now she's meeting with one of China's highest ranking official 3 days later, all while the American public and possibly senior U.S. government officials in the Trump administration, as well as members of Congress, lacked clear information about his condition. So let me be clear about this. A meeting with China's vice president is not casual. Even if this was pre-planned, it signals Beijing views her.
That's crazy, dude. Why would she be there if she wasn't? I mean, I see it in the comments. Is she a spy? Is she an informant of some type?
Well, I mean, first of all, if your husband is in the hospital, excuse me, I'm getting all choked up over Mitch McConnell.
It's going to be all right, dude. Everything's going to be okay. Pull yourself together.
Gotcha. Okay, I can do this. If your loved one is in the hospital, you don't leave, period. Okay.
Right.
I mean, if they're dead, you may leave, maybe, but if they're alive or on life support or anything like that, like, obviously you don't leave. You definitely don't fly halfway around the world. And yeah, what the fuck is she doing? Immediately rushing to China and talking to the vice president?
Yeah.
And Marjorie Taylor Greene came out today, and I know, we got to take everything she says with a grain of salt, but accused his wife of being a CCP spy. Chinese Communist Party spy.
Let's look at her video, dude, about everything she says. You want to see her?
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Listen, I wanted to get your thoughts on the Mitch McConnell situation.
I think it's extremely serious, and I'd like to say shame on the Republican Party for just basically staying silent while such a powerful Republican senator is basically laying in a hospital like a vegetable. Mm-hmm. And his wife flew to China and met with the vice president of China just days after he basically died, and they brought him back with CPR and took him to the hospital. But you know what? It doesn't surprise me from the establishment, because this is what they support. They support people holding on to power until they're practically dead or do die in office. And this is why the state of our country is so pathetic.
Yeah, I'm not going to let you off the hook, dude. I mean, you played along with that for a long ass time.
Right, absolutely. So, I mean, I don't know. We also have CNN, mega talking head, Scott Jennings. He claims that let me see, what's the quote here? He says, I spoke to my old friend Mitch McConnell this morning. This is new today. The senior senator from Kentucky. He's still recovering in the hospital. We talked just shy of 20 minutes about Iran, Ukraine, the unfolding situation in Maine, the TR Presidential Library, and even a little bit of Senate history. So this man is allegedly so bad off that he can't make a public appearance, but you're shooting the shit about Senate history and presidential museum, talking about Maine politics. Like, if that is true, then for the love of God, take 30 seconds, call into CNN, take a picture, something to prove you're alive. And I don't believe Scott Jennings on any topic ever.
Right.
But I mean, that would just be a flat out fucking lie.
Yeah.
If this man is either in a coma, brain dead, or actually dead, and you're claiming you talked to him today.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's just not even possible, dude. Because, yeah, if he was, that would be the perfect time for them to have a recording of it to give to the news or something.
Anything.
Mitch saying, like, hey, everybody, thanks for keeping me in your thoughts and prayers, whatever it could be.
Totally. And don't tell me you couldn't prop him up or something for a quick thumbs up picture or something, like even if he's not, speaking well, but apparently he talked for 20 minutes about this, that, and the other thing.
Well, we just watched the videos. He's been propped up for years,
Right.
So yeah, don't tell me you couldn't do it.
Yeah, no, exactly. So I'm having an increasingly hard time believing the man is still alive. Certainly not alive where he could talk to somebody. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, it could either be pull the plug, dead, he's never going to recover. So let's pull the plug and, end this. Or is he dead? I mean, this video came out, and there's a lot that's going around that are just saying, like, Mitch McConnell is reportedly brain dead, not confirmed. So that's dead.
I mean, listen, there is ample opportunity right now for all sorts of false stories, AI generated stuff. Like, this is a prime story because nobody knows what is going on. And I've seen multiple fake headlines in the last few days of Mitch McConnell confirmed dead. So, yeah, I know we said the latest, and this is the latest, that no one has a fucking clue, but we have multiple people, some in the Republican Party, saying completely different things.
Yeah.
So somebody's lying. Somebody's not telling us the truth. And I do think that they're going to try to run the clock out another month so the special election could be avoided. And then they're going to tell us, like, good luck, everyone. The eyes of the world are on you.
Yes.
And I know there's HIPAA or something, but I can't imagine somebody in that hospital is not going to leak something to someone accidentally.
Dude, I don't know how I feel about HIPAA and politicians,
Right. I mean, it's a valid point. I mean, everyone's entitled to, medical privacy, but if you're an elected official, you're supposed to offer some sort of proof that you're a healthy, I can show up to work kind of person. And the fact that we're all asking for proof of life, like simply hold up today's newspaper or something, if those are still a thing.
It's just like what's his nuts that we talked about last week, who was just missing for months, and he came back and he was like, I was depressed, I'm sorry, I'm back.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know if HIPAA should be a thing with you guys. You gotta at least keep doing your job. If you're not, then we need to look at your medical records.
Spot on. Most companies nowadays, if you miss more than like 2 consecutive days of work, you're required to produce a doctor's note saying, I've got, emphysema, I've got some chronic or, long-term, like some proof from a doctor that you're still alive, you're legitimately sick, but you'll be back to work in 7 days, 2 weeks, whatever the fuck it is. So why do we not have that same standard for elected officials? I don't need your medical chart. I just want to know that you're alive, and I want to know if you're able to perform your duties or not.
Yes. Yeah. Whether that's a cognitive test or, but everything's just lied about, dude. It doesn't matter. We talk about Mitch McConnell as this is a whole weekend of Bernie's thing, and it really does look like that's what it's turning out to be.
Is this a dry run for how they're going to try to conceal Trump's death one of these days? Like, how long can we get away with this? We've already shown them we'll give you at least 2 weeks to just, tell us nothing. But now we're going on, much longer than that.
Yeah, and I don't know if it would work with Trump, to be honest, because if he doesn't show up in the public eye for one day, I mean, the press starts freaking out. Like, Trump's got to be dead, something's seriously wrong.
But, this is what the practice is, right? Whether it's body doubles or we know his blonde assistant has access to his social media accounts, which that alone should be investigated. The fact that anyone can pose as the president and put out press releases and all these edicts, they're I think they are experimenting with how long can can we fool the public on death?
Yeah. No, I think you're probably right on the money, dude.
I bet 30,000 he is dead. Yeah, listen, Jack, I wouldn't take that bet against you.
Who, McConnell or Trump?
Well, I assume he's talking about Mitch, but I mean, if he's alive, they would just prove it. Everyone is talking about it. Just prove it. So he has got to either be dead or brain dead. It has to be one of those two.
Yeah. And how does that whole thing work with the August 3rd? Like, what if they just say, oh, he died on August 3rd, prove it again. I mean, if he's not already dead now, like, we need to have autopsy, medical examiner, like, we need all that shit.
This is the old, like, they're just destroying the norms. It's like when they took Obama's Supreme Court picks, are we supposed to do it? No, but look, we did it, and what are you going to do about it? So if they did wait till August 4th and be like, yeah, he died, no time for a special election this year, we're just going to have to wait till next year, they would do it, there would be no accountability, and they would all just, laugh at all of us for thinking that they have some level that we don't.
Yeah.
That I have to give a doctor's note if I miss more than 2 days. But Mitch McConnell can just vanish for weeks. His wife goes to China, and no one's telling us anything.
Yeah. Did she come back with trinkets and stuff like you? Why was you there? Yes. Why were you there?
It is way beyond suspicious. Like I said, just on the human level of if your husband just died and you went to China, not okay. If your husband's in a hospital bed in a coma and you went to China, not okay.
Not okay. Right.
If he's brain dead, none of it's okay. There's no reasonable explanation as to why she would do that.
Yes, all very true.
So
this is the world we're living in, dude. So here we are.
And in the comments, don't tell us breaking news, Mitch is dead. I want to see it confirmed. I need an NBC, New York Times. I need it from a real source. And we all have to be skeptical. I have seen people I know and trust online sharing headlines, Mitch McConnell dead. No, we don't know that, okay?
Yeah.
Is it probable? Yes. We don't know that, so.
Yeah. Well, we'll keep our eye on the story, dude.
Right. The other thing that all Democrats, at least, are talking about right now, or maybe apparently Scott Jennings and Mitch McConnell are talking about Maine politics.
Yes.
Who would have thought Maine? I forgot it was even a state. And now we're all talking about Maine politics.
It's just crazy what's been going on in Maine with Graham Plattner, dude.
And I will tell you, I've been watching Graham for many months now. And when he first got on the scene, I was like, I like this guy. Working class guy, fisherman, seems down to earth, hates what's going on in politics, wants to, exactly. A veteran, I think I like this guy. Yeah. And then it has just gotten progressively worse and worse and worse with the drip of information. And this latest sexual assault allegation, it seems very credible.
Yeah, let's back up for just 1 second, because it started with the Nazi tattoo, right? Or the Nazi-looking tattoo. Last year, photos kind of surfaced showing a chest tattoo that closely resembled a
Nazi,
Nazi kind of.
And by the way, my standards have changed. In Trump's world, I don't want to hear about anything that's it's a little shadier. It's a little no, fuck you. We've got a corrupt felon, running the country. And not to mention Pete Hegseth with all of his white, Aryan nation looking tattoos. If we're putting up with that, okay, so Graham, when he was in the army, got some tattoo that I don't care.
He came out and said that he got the tattoo while drunk during a military leave in Croatia in 2007. Claimed he did not know it was associated with Nazi Germany.
Right.
And then he later
had this discussion.
Yes. He later had the tattoo covered up, and we don't have to watch this whole video, but I think I'm more disappointed in the cover up, dude.
The skull. Yeah. That was a skull, and now it is. Okay. You can't quite tell, but. Yeah. Well, actually, maybe. Yeah. It still has its healing thing on it. Yeah. And maybe we shouldn't, just because it's, whatever.
A Democratic Senate candidate in the state of Maine.
So I got an up close look at his nipple. At least we got that on the record.
At least we got that going. Yeah. The reporter asked him, "What is that? The cover up?" And he was like, "I don't really know." No, that's
something. Yeah, and Callie Teacher here, you bring a great point up. Let's be real. If he was a Republican, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter to them. And this is the standard that Democrats have that 9 times out of 10 I abide by.
Yeah.
We're more of a zero tolerance party, okay? Al Franken in Minnesota, I think we overreacted a notch on that one.
Yeah.
But any of these other politicians that, Swalwell, great example just recently. credible allegations came out, you know what? Gone. We don't want you. We're not putting up with this shit. And I think that is the standard that we should have. I don't want a Gone Girl situation. I don't want some person accuse somebody of something with no proof. But as we've talked about with Trump, when one person says it, you should be a little skeptical. When two say it, okay, that's good. When 3, 4, 5 say it, like, no, done.
Yes, and yes, this has had an instance of that. So earlier reporting included accusations from a former girlfriend alleging abusive behavior, including grabbing her wrist, twisting her arm, and trapping her in a room. Plattner denied the most serious allegations, but acknowledged he had been a bad boyfriend. Okay.
Yes.
So we've gone through all that, and a lot of us have fallen off. I mean, at that point, I can't support him anymore. I mean, I just can't.
And by the way, some women said, I was with him. He was a teddy bear. I never saw any of that.
Right.
One of these women was a known Republican operative correspondent. So, I mean, some of it did seem a little shady up until this most recent one.
Okay, so most recently, let's see what this is all about. What happened to Graham Plattner?
A deeply disturbing new report published in the last hour about Graham Plattner is shaking up the crucial U.S. Senate race in Maine. Politico has new bombshell reporting from a woman who dated Graham Plattner, who says Plattner forced her to have sex with him nearly 5 years ago, despite her repeated objections. From that reporting, the woman, a 41-year-old Maine resident named Jenny Rasico, detailed the alleged incident to Politico in 3 interviews over the course of the past 2 weeks. Politico also spoke with a man Rasico dated and confided in the years after the alleged incident, and reviewed documents, including emails between her and her therapist and messages between Rasico and an acquaintance whom she warned against getting involved with Plattner years before he ran for office. Rasico said she had an on and off again relationship with Plattner, who is now the Democratic Senate nominee in Maine, for more than 2 years before he entered her rural Maine home uninvited one night in late 2021. Deeply intoxicated, and he forced himself on her while she repeatedly told him to stop. She said she cut off contact with him after telling him the encounter was not consensual.
Yeah. I never accept this. I was drunk. I didn't know what I was doing.
No.
I have been shit-faced before. I don't force myself on anyone.
No.
I mean, granted, I'm a goofy, fun, happy drunk, but that is such bullshit. Drinking can lower your inhibitions, so something that's buried deep down inside when you're sober may start to come out, but that shouldn't be buried.
You'd like to do or have thought about doing. Now I'm drunk, I could get away with it.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. I mean, yes, this is all terrible. Jake Tapper sat down with the victim of all of this. Do I have to say that? I mean, I guess
Alleged?
Alleged victim. So
Yeah.
I don't know. That makes me feel weird, though. Her name's Jenny. Jake Tapper sat
It's
down. with
true.
her.
I mean, and none of this has been proven, certainly in court of law. So, yes, alleged victim, but we're all allowed to draw our own inferences from that.
Yeah. Let's listen to the words out of her mouth as she talks to Jake Tapper. Yeah, maybe a little trigger warning. A lot of this stuff is really fucked up.
Yeah, that's fair.
This has obviously been very difficult for you to talk about for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And even when you're telling the story, you don't use the word.
Yeah.
So let me just be, and I apologize, let me be as direct as I can. Did Graham Plattner rape you?
By definition, yes. Absolutely.
Because he had non-consensual sex with you, forced himself on you,
Mm-hmm.
even after you had told him no and fought him off.
He violated multiple layers of consent that night by coming into my home when I asked him not to, and by advancing on me when I told him not to, and furthermore, another incident that I had told him not to do, and
with protection.
Yeah. So, yeah. By the way that my nervous system reacted to this experience, absolutely.
You say he was forcing himself on you. It was getting violent. You were pushing him off. You were kicking him off. Needles and sewing equipment was falling all over. And walk us through the process where you decided that the safest thing you could do was just let him
comply.
rape you?
Yeah, I had never been in that situation before, and I remember it being an instant where I had recognized that he wasn't listening to me. It wasn't just that he wasn't hearing me or whatnot. And then I recognized his level of intoxication, and I knew in that moment I wasn't safe. And I don't think I was safe to physically fight back. Yeah. He's big, he's strong. And I just had to evaluate my safety and come up with the least worst outcome to this situation. Yeah. And so I felt like complying for my safety was the least worst option.
But that's not consenting.
No, complying is not consenting.
Yes. Complying is letting him rape you.
Is getting it over with.
We got it, Jake.
Yeah. Okay. So first of all, like Naomi, love you. You're a loyal viewer. She waited 5 years to bring it up. Listen, my critique would be she probably maybe could have brought this up a month or two ago, but it's super common for sexual assault victims to never bring it up, let alone not bring it up right away. And I'm sure you know that. But what she was describing right there was a woman in my life that told me a story once about a guy she'd been on like a second date with or fooling around, and he started going too far. She told him, no, we're not doing that. And he told her, like, how about this? I either beat the living hell out of you or you go ahead and do this with me. And she said, like, I complied. I thought that was the safer option. I just wanted to get out of it. And I told her, like, you were the R word there. I don't even know if YouTube's going to censor me. Like, you got assaulted. And she was like, no, I went along with it. I could have scratched it. Like, no.
You were in survival mode is what you were. And like they both just said, that is not consent.
Exactly. So, listen, sorry, Graham. Sorry. No, I'm not fucking sorry. Get the fuck out of our party. Go away. And there's reporting out today that he apparently is essentially holding the Democratic Party hostage because he wants to anoint his, successor. That he thinks he wants to find someone whose political views align with him and that he can endorse. I mean, first of all, if you're that person, do you want the alleged rapist to be endorsing you?
Yeah. Birds of a feather? I mean, who are you trying to put in? I mean, now that we know this.
I mean, do you have a letter from Epstein endorsing you too? I mean, no. No one wants that, Graham, and it's not up to you, okay? We put some faith and trust in you, and you fucked it over. So go away. You don't get any say in this matter.
So that brings up our last conversation, dude, is what, I tend to agree with you on this. But because he hasn't been found guilty yet, I mean, like Naomi was just saying, like, could she have brought this up for some nefarious reason? I've got a video of Graham addressing this whole thing. You want to hear what he has to say? Do we owe that to him?
Sure.
All right.
To directly address the troubling, serious, and false allegations against me. Any accusation of non-consensual behavior is categorically false. Over the last 10 months, I have been deeply humbled by the faith Mainers have put in me. You have welcomed me into your homes, into your places of work, into your restaurants, into your houses of worship. You have shown that a different kind of politics, one that puts the interests of people over corporations, is not just possible, but is inevitable. This movement we have built, the largest volunteer base in the history of Maine politics, the hundreds of thousands of grassroots donors, and the supporters across the ideological spectrum, we were united in a love of Maine, a belief that our politics must change, and a focus on defeating Susan Collins.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to pause this, dude, because if I'm addressing these allegations, this whole clip is 1 minute and 11 seconds long. Yeah. He spent the first few seconds saying categorically false and right into campaigning and talking that I would come on here and be like, holy shit. No, I did not do this. And then I would start trying to point out how I could prove my innocence or, please wait for the information to come out. He didn't do any of that.
No. listen, he is probably playing some mental gymnastics game of, did I flat out sexually assault? Like,
Yes, I
you
agree
can
with
play
you.
your semantical game all you want there, Graham. No, just like they said, compliance is not consent.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he's trying to take some, moral high ground that, no, I mean, she went ahead. Or like, no, fuck you, buddy. And just stop with it. Just stop. Done. Go away. Go fish.
Yes, please. Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer called on Plattner to withdraw. Senator Elizabeth Warren and Kristen Gillibrand also urged him to step aside. This is a reporter talking to Mom Donnie, and I don't know why he was specifically asking him this question, but here is his response.
Do you think that Graham Plattner should drop out of the race? And do you have any intention of endorsing any candidates in competitive races outside of New York, El Said, or anyone else?
No, I believe that it's time for him to drop out of the race. And when it comes to my own endorsements, I've made 8 endorsements at the state and federal level. They've all been right here in New York City. I'm incredibly excited at the fact that they won their races, and that's where my focus is for now.
Yeah, so people want him gone, dude, and I would tend to agree.
Yeah, listen, Mephistopheles, he needs to address the situation, yes, but he's not found guilty yet. Trial by media isn't good.
Yeah.
Listen, as a general rule, yes. If we were just talking about Graham Plattner, the crab fisherman, I would say, yeah, he shouldn't be prosecuting in the media. But it's different for politicians. We have to know if we can trust you or not.
Yeah.
And we now have reasonable doubts that we can't. So, no, we go away now. And what are we going to do? Wait for a trial? Put this woman through all of that and flip a coin if a jury finds him guilty or not? No, man, I'm sorry. Reasonable doubt is enough to get you off a murder conviction. It's also enough to get you off a ballot.
This is another difference between Democrats and Republicans is when Trump said, grab them by the pussy, I just start kissing them. We believed that he did that, we didn't see any evidence of it. Was he just right? We believe that, get the fuck out. Now we believe this, dude. So yes, but they don't. The Republicans are like, oh, it's locker room talk. It's just boys being boys, for crying out loud.
Yes, and I'm cautious of a society where just any accusation is taken. I'm sorry, breaking news from the New York Times. They're just talking about that the revolt going on in the Democratic Party right now. Bernie Sanders, Mondami, the Democratic Party of Maine, everyone has denounced this and told him to drop off. One of the women on The View today came up with some weird defense of him. I haven't seen anybody in our vocal minority comment section saying no, I still endorse him. Even the people that are saying trial by media is not fair, but do you still endorse him? And I know, as someone else said, this is up to Maine voters. In a way, it's not up to any of us. But it has massive national consequences. So we do all get to have an opinion on the matter.
Yeah, for sure. Like you just mentioned, Senator Bernie Sanders, who I didn't know was one of Plattner's earliest and strongest supporters, has now also recommended that he withdraw, go away. So, one of his biggest supporters from the beginning, I would say that, get off, dude. It's time to leave.
Right. Like we said earlier, one accusation, look at it with a lot of skepticism. 2, once you hit 3, 4, no. Sorry, no.
Democrats
we can do better.
Democrats have already pulled financial support for him. So, he'll be dead in the water either way,
One would think. But we don't want him hanging on and ruining our chances of flipping that Senate seat.
Yeah.
The other thing, Graham, look at the greater good here. Sorry, the tides have changed. He should understand that. Yeah. So it is time to go. And no one wants your endorsement. So even if there's someone he thinks is don't tie that anchor around their neck.
No, if you were doing it for the right reasons in the beginning, just do it for those same reasons.
Of course.
And we just saw Duba mention on the comments, a lot of the transcripts from the Epstein victims are just as bad, if some of them worse. That's the truth, dude. We're still calling for these fucking Epstein files. Now this comes out. So I don't know when anyone is going to get or have to take some accountability is what I'm trying to say. It's really frustrating. Will this just completely go away? Will he be removed from the race, step aside, and nothing will come of it?
I don't think he can just be removed. It's up to him. He won the primary. So
he'll have to step aside.
Yeah, but he will. I mean, the pressure is just overwhelming, and he's not going to win. So,
but will that be his punishment, or will he go to jail?
Well, I don't think he's going to jail. I don't hear anything in that woman's interview that sounded like she's fired up to go prosecute him and whatnot. I don't even know what the statute of limitations was, but it doesn't matter. Like,
yeah,
she stepped forward. Could she have done it a month or two ago? Sure, I guess. But, here we are.
Yeah.
So, no. At least there is still a window for Graham to do the right thing and get the fuck out of the way. Like, sorry, man. Like I said, I thought you were a rising star early on, but nope.
Yeah.
On we go. We are not MAGA. We do not look the other way on accusations, multiple accusations of sexual assault, whether it's the files or whether it's beauty contestants, women in dressing rooms at department stores. Like, no, sorry.
Yeah. We've got a red line.
Thanks, Steve.
There you go. All right. How about someone else bitching and moaning about their political affiliations messing up their dating life?
Oh, okay. Yeah, give it to me, baby.
All right, it's classic FAFO right here. John Cameron was a notable participant in the January 6th Capitol riot. He was widely mocked when today he shared a lengthy story about his struggles in the dating world on social media, complaining that, quote, J6 story sends most women running, even the conservative ones. I became single for the first time in 20 years when my ex-wife divorced me over J6. She couldn't bear the doors slamming shut, family and friends turning their backs because of me.
Yeah.
Oh,
poor guy, dude. He's really been through it. He's been through the ringer.
We have done stories before about how online dating, that the mega types, that they don't do well. Women do not tend to like you. And, guys try to hide behind it by saying they're not political or I'm, conservative, but I'm not. Like, they see through that shit. This guy was convicted of being part of the J6 riots. And shockingly, women want nothing to do with them, including his former wife.
Just hysterical. I love it. My wife works with somebody that it's one of these anomalies where the wife is a Democrat and the husband is MAGA.
Yeah, I can't compute it.
Either can I. I can't compute it at all. And I'm like, do they seem happy when, like, you've been out with them together and seen them together at a function or something? She's like, they seem happy. I'm like, I just don't get it. Not with this. Could you be a Reagan Republican and a Bill Clinton Democrat?
Right.
Sure.
In the olden days, yes. Yeah. But now, like we've said before, this is issues of right and wrong, good versus evil, morality, your moral compass. So unless you're just like hate fucking each other,
right. Yeah.
That's the only way I could see that relationship working. And I have known people that, try it, let's give it a go. When I was online dating, I had a woman, because I said in my profile, like, if you're MAGA, keep swiping.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, this woman messaged me and was like, come on, like, the politics have to be a deal breaker. And I was like, all right, let's give this a go. My daughter's gay. What do you think about that? Well, I think she's a sin. And again, I'm like, yeah, goodbye.
I remember that, dude. That's, we just can't. So, yeah, seeing this dumb fuck have problems with the dating world, I love that for him.
Fuck around and find out. J6 edition.
Yes, indeed.
East Maverick, picky women everywhere, I guess.
Yeah. They don't like that shit, dude.
Yeah, and men have already put the bar low enough in the dating world. If you're MAGA, you're putting it that much further. And if you're a J6er, good luck to you.
Hey, dude, Trump's been all over the place. He's forgetting things. He's saying the wrong thing. No, that's nothing new, but it has been 2 days of him packing a lot of shit into a tiny little bag here. So let's go through some of these things. This one was big this morning. Trump talking about TikTok, okay? And how great he is on TikTok, yes. Okay? Here's President Trump. Taco.
Now, there's a thing called TikTok. Have you heard of it? You know who the number one person in TikTok is by far? Trump. Ooh. Me. What? I just got, I'm number one. Like Taylor Swift was number 11. I'm number one in TikTok by far. And the numbers just came out, and I said, well, I'm hearing about how they influence. They're talking about their tremendous danger because they influence, but if they influence so badly, I mean, I'm saying all things like I love our country, we got to stop communism, we got to this and that. We're doing a lot of things. But I'm by far number one. It was sent to me by the list comes out. Number one, number two. I was number one by a lot. So I guess maybe, I don't know, maybe they're bad, maybe they're not. I know one thing, great American people, tremendous business people and companies bought it.
Oh my God, dude.
Okay, I hadn't seen that video. I read about this earlier. I had not seen the faces of everyone behind him. Like, oh my God, they're shell-shocked. Because when I read the headline this morning, Trump claims to have more TikTok followers than Taylor Swift, I was like, there is no motherfucking way he's got more followers than Taylor Swift.
No.
So, and why does he lie about things that are so easily disproven? We all have TikTok. Like, just go look at their 2 accounts. So what are the facts? Because I got the list.
Yeah, the facts are, give us a list. I mean, the facts are correct. I don't even think Taylor Swift is in the top 10, to be honest with you, dude.
Listen, I mean, yes, he claimed to be number one. He says Taylor Swift is number 11. I don't know. I just have sort of the top people here.
Okay.
So according to this article, it's unclear which numbers Trump is referencing, because a basic search on the app shows that he has 16.7 million followers, while Taylor Swift has more than double that at 33.5 million. However, both of those two are nowhere near the top of the list.
No.
So the number one on the site, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know who this is.
I didn't either.
Cobby Lame?
Yeah.
I no idea who that is. 162 million followers. Charlie D'Amelio, don't know who that is. 159 million followers.
I know who that is, but yeah.
Who's that? Musician, actor?
Musician, singer, yeah.
How do I not know a famous musician has 159 million followers? But okay. And then number 3 on the list, Mr. Beast. I know who he is.
Yeah.
He's got 129 million followers.
Yeah.
So Trump is certainly nowhere near that top 10, and Taylor Swift's not even. But she's got double what he has.
Completely. I mean, yeah. Well, you ask, why does he say shit like that when it's so easily verifiable?
Right.
Because all of his maggots are just like, yeah, Trump's number one on TikTok,
Maybe on your page, on your feed, you see him more often, but man, why wouldn't you just say, I've got a great TikTok page, I got 16 million followers or whatever? Like, why would you even bring it up, quite frankly?
Seriously.
And he caught himself, too. He was like, some say they're evil, because he was thinking it's still the Chinese that own it. And then he remembered, like, oh, wait, I manipulated a whole deal to get my makeup buddies to buy it.
I made a lot of money off that deal. Great people.
Ruba-duba. I think Mitch McConnell called Trump to tell him he's number one.
Yeah, that's a definite possibility. It's so funny, dude. All those people's faces behind him. I'm just like, oh, man, dude. They're all thinking the same thing we are. Right. But I want to ask you this, dude. I'm going to go into another statement that he made in front of those same people.
Yeah.
There was maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, I played a video of a British reporter that you had a hard time visually looking at,
Yes.
Okay.
Let's piss people off again on my behalf. Yes.
No, they'll be pissed at both of us then, okay? I'm not a guy who usually comments like this, especially on this platform, like maybe when I'm joking around at home or something, I will, but in public, I don't normally do it.
We have a certifiably ugly man we get to talk about?
No,
please don't
make
it a woman.
Which makes it a lot harder.
No,
it's harder, dude.
No.
I gotta know why. You haven't said anything about Dell's wife, dude. I was reading through comments and I was like, somebody said, does not everybody think that she's straight off The Walking Dead? And I can't get it out of my head now, okay?
Listen, I thought she did die when he said that he was number one on TikTok, and that's just the mortuary look she's got going.
Maybe you're right, dude.
Listen, I'm not going to just sit here and say she's fat, ugly, or whatever else. But does her makeup and plastic surgery job suck? Yes.
Something.
Has she taken Mar-a-Lago face to an unhealthy level? Yeah. She's freaking scary looking, okay?
All right.
I think that's different than me being like she's a repulsive, ugly human. Like, I'm sure under layers of makeup and Botox, she's probably an attractive woman who didn't need to do any of that.
Look at her again, dude. Here, Trump's talking about crypto in this clip, okay?
Yeah.
And frankly, when I went very pro-crypto. As you know, Biden was totally against it, but he has no idea what crypto is.
It's the crypto keeper.
He had no idea. He didn't have a clue, but they were very violently against it. They were putting people in jail. What they were doing to the crypto was horrible. It's amazing it survived that onslaught.
Yeah. People break laws.
It was a weaponization of government.
Weird.
So when I went very much for it, and I must have gotten, I think I got 100% of the vote. But what happened is,
after he said it was
100 million people. That's a big industry, and that means some pretty good things. But what happened is Biden then, after he was getting killed, he was down so much, all of a sudden they became pro-crypto.
Look at
and their head of the
whispering.
SEC was horrible, unlike Paul, who's really...
Dude, no one has any idea what the fuck he's talking about. And Dell whispers in his wife's ear, like, can you believe we're here listening to this fucking bullshit?
Trump just shit his pants. Try not to make a face.
Yes, do
Don't
you
worry, my
smell
face
that?
is paralyzed, honey. I'm not making any faces.
God, dude.
First of all,
Oh.
Trump used to call crypto a scam, which it primarily is. But of course, now that he's grifting off of it, he's fine with it. Biden prosecuted people that were breaking law. He didn't violently prosecute anybody.
Yes.
Like, please. And by the way, and I'm sure someone can tell me, but that couple, who they are, they're multi-mega billionaires, and they're some of the people that donated to these Trump baby accounts to put seed money in, which Trump is all in favor of, and so are all the mega types. And I just find it hilarious that they're taking money from a billionaire and redistributing it to people that are in need of that kind of money. What does that sound like?
That's Dell, dude.
That's sort of socialism, isn't it?
I would think so. Yeah. It's so crazy, dude. Yeah, you're right. I got to play this video from you. There used to be a time when I thought, when I saw Brett Baer, that's that reporter's name for Fox, right? Brett
Fox
Baer.
News. Yeah. He's a weird-looking dude. I'll tell you
yes,
that.
right. There used to be a time, though, when I saw him and I was like, out of all the Fox News reporters, he's probably up there with being somewhat kind of okay. Okay, but as time went on, occasionally,
That's
yes.
lowering the bar pretty far.
Totally agree.
Sure.
Listen to this comparison that he makes. He's talking about a conversation that he had with President Trump, and President Trump giving his speech on the 4th of July. There was wind and lightning and everything else, and Trump was like, "I'm gonna fight through it. I'm gonna do it." Brett Baer had a conversation with him about it. I was appalled at this comment that President Trump made and this comparison.
Okay.
I just got a call from President Trump. He said those veterans had to go through bad weather on D-Day. I'm going through bad weather. No matter what happens, I am delivering this speech. We are going to do this program. Maybe it'll be a little bit shorter, but I'm going to do it, whether it's 10 or 11 or 2 a.m. And I said, Mr. President, there might not be anybody here. He said, I don't care. It's America 250. If they can storm the beaches of D-Day, on D-Day, I can deliver a speech and we can keep this program going.
What an asshole.
Unbelievable, dude. I don't know how he gets away with this shit from veterans across his world. At the very least, I don't know why they're not standing up and saying the contrast this guy makes is fucking so ridiculous and harmful to us.
It is a disgusting stolen valor type of thing to say. If he had half a brain, he would have said, the post office can deliver in rain, snow, shine, or
right.
something. I'll deliver a speech. To compare yourself to veterans that died on D-Day so you can walk out there on a covered stage and make your propaganda bullshit statement to a half-empty crowd at that point. And by the way, he admitted that they ordered, the event to be canceled, and I undid that.
Yeah.
He wanted so badly to be the star of the 4th of July that he's willing to put his own supporters in harm's way, if not straight up kill them, so that he could have his crowds and he could say his thing. He just gave a speech the night before in Mount Rushmore. Now he's doing that bullshit. And by the way, most of that party was on the 5th of July, which that's ironic.
I love it when you talk about the star of the 4th of July. Dude, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. No, I mean, that's how he looks at it all.
Yes, that is so nuts, man. But you're 100% right. He did. He wants to be the star of the 4th of July. Get him a t-shirt.
Disgusting. And those mega types, when they were ordered to evacuate, they were pushing and shoving law enforcement, and they were were unwilling to leave. And we had people claiming we're geoengineering weather to do this. Like, Mega, you control the country. So if we have a weather machine, I don't think that we're the ones using it.
Yeah, I don't think so. All right, yeah, we've got some other stuff. Do you got something you want to do before I go into more video?
Yeah, I want to talk real quick about the World Cup, you know?
Yeah.
So Team USA lost in Seattle, where you're at, and I hate to celebrate a loss of America, but fuck you guys, okay? When Trump overturned that red card to get the star player back on the team, Team USA should have said, thanks, but no thanks. We're going to follow the rules. We're not going to have the president put his thumb on the scale and give us our star player back. What would that look like if we now won the game when you went to your buddy, the head of FIFA, who has bribed him with the Peace Prize? I didn't know this. FIFA opened up a office in Trump Tower. You think that's a coincidence?
No, I did know that, but no, that's no coincidence, dude.
So, fuck Trump for doing it while he, rails about fairness in sports. Can't have trans athletes out there. But he will he's got no fucking business having anything to do with professional sports, let alone calling and trying to get a red card overturned.
Here's the thing, dude. We know Trump cheats at sports, right? I mean, we see him on the golf course. People, the accounts all the time. We hear him that he cheats. He fucking cheats.
Yes.
So he doesn't care if he cheats for this whole thing. But you're right. That's the way that's the way I looked at it. That's the way the world would have looked at it for years to come.
Yes.
When I watched that game, when that red card was given, I thought to myself, that guy didn't deserve a red card. But, oh, well, ever been watching a fucking game where you said, like, oh, I didn't know we were playing the refs, too? It happens.
That's part of sports.
Part of it, dude. And it sucked, and I was irritated that he got the red card. But when I heard that President Trump did this, I was like, same thing. You got to be fucking kidding me, dude. If we win this game, how is that going to look? And again, it's just so fucking arrogant. We're playing all these countries from around the world that don't yield the power that the United States of America does, and we got to punch down once again. We're going to keep them playing. Ted Cruz was in the Oval Office today and made this comment about the red card, which was fucking stupid. But watch Trump in this, dude. Did something nefarious happen behind the scenes? Because Trump's never quiet and just makes faces, but he does in this video.
And on behalf of all Americans, thank you for getting rid of that ridiculous red card.
Yeah,
This is his. It was spectacular. There was a reason the FIFA trophy sat here for as long as it did. Mr. President, this
that shit-eating grin. Because Trump tried to say, I didn't tell them they had to undo. I just called and said, hey, what's going on, Dad?
Right. Yeah.
So Ted Cruz just said the quiet part out loud. Like, hey, thanks for helping to rig that for us, buddy. Like, good way to use that Peace Prize influence.
Yeah. It's crazy, dude. I was watching the game last night. I had a little money on the game. It didn't go the way that I wanted it to. But you're right. I didn't want America to lose, obviously.
Right.
But, I mean, fuck around and find out, dude. This is karma. Get on the karma train and see how it treats you.
Yes. And again, Team USA could have done the right thing. He's still sitting on the bench. The player could have done the right thing. Like, no. Like, we all have to follow these rules.
Yeah.
Since when, after a game is over, does the head of a country get a call reversed?
Yeah.
I mean, how many football games did we watch where you watch it in slow? You're like, that was a touchdown, or it was. Sorry, it's part of the game. So
totally.
I don't want someone calling in and saying, no, give the Niners 7 more points. Like, what kind of fucking sports world is that?
Yeah.
And mind your lane, buddy. What happened to let business be business? Don't tread on me. And government overreach, interfering with private businesses. Like.
Yeah, well, it was corrupt, like everything else that he touches, and he only gets involved when he wants to tell players not to kneel on the field, or, he's going to do something with Roger Goodell. This guy's a fucking menace.
At least the NFL has told him to go pound sand on multiple occasions with the kickoff rule, or when Harbaugh got fired, like all these things where Trump's like, rehire that coach, change that rule. The NFL's been like, yeah, great, Prez, just shut up now. But fucking FIFA bent right over for him.
They did.
Screw them.
Comment just on there, proud of his Belgian neighbors. Belgium played phenomenal last night, and the USA just didn't play well. I mean,
I was going to
that's
say,
the
he
truth of
probably
it.
fired them way the fuck up to
Yeah.
go out there and kick the snot out of America. So I see everyone saying today, everything Trump touches dies. He jinxed them. Like, yeah, maybe. I don't dispute any of that.
Yeah.
But Team USA did not have to accept this obvious interference.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, before we leave, a really important message from the Lincoln Project that I should get out to our listeners, okay? It's just a quick message. We should all know this is serious shit. So quit messing around and listen.
Do not buy a cheap green laser pointer, 1 milliwatt or above, and shine them on a flock camera, because that would be wrong. It would destroy the delicate sensors in those flock cameras, and we don't like that here at the Lincoln Project. No one should buy those. Easily available on eBay, Amazon, and other places. Super inexpensive green laser pointers, and shine them on flock cameras to destroy their lenses. That would be absolutely wrong, and I condemn it utterly.
Thank you so much for that condemnation, Rick. I would never do something like that, and I am so
It would just be wrong.
Yeah, it is wrong. So
listen, I love Rick, and I love what you're doing there. I've certainly played that game before as well, but I don't think it's actually legal to destroy one of those cameras knowingly.
That's why he's saying don't do it, dude.
Right, but obviously he's not saying that. So I would honestly not worry about doing that. I don't. Plus, you're on camera as you're doing it. So you're on facial recognition camera systems tied to a national database. I really would not recommend it. As funny as it may be.
Yeah. Don't wear a mask and do that, please.
Don't wear a mask and do it late at night. Okay. But hey, our audience will do what they do, but we are also saying don't do that.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, dude, before we leave, I just got to tell you, we can watch the video. It's short, but Trump mistaked Nicki Minaj as a member of his cabinet today. Did you see it?
No.
Listen to this, dude. I mean, this is,
Grandpa
we know.
Donnie.
Yeah, Grandpa Donnie. He's not asleep, but he is dementia.
Along with the CEO of Intercontinental Exchange, Jeffrey Sprecher, my friend, Jeff. That means the New York Stock Exchange. That's another word for New York Stock Exchange and various other. I said, so you own the New York Stock Exchange? He said, yeah. I said, what else? He said he owns numerous exchanges, and I was very proud to see them together today with NASDAQ. But Jeff is great, and he's married to a person who's doing a phenomenal job at the SBA, small business. Nicki Minaj, who's so incredible. They call it small business, Nicki, but when you add it up, it's bigger than any bank probably in the world, right? I don't know. It's Larry. It's right up there. Small. It's not small business.
The fuck was that?
Is he really saying though that she's the Secretary of Small Business or something, or the Secretary? Like,
yeah, Small Business Association, and not only that, but he said like she's the wife of the guy he was talking about that owns part of the exchange.
Maybe she got a promotion we haven't heard about yet. Certainly her hip-hop career is falling off a fucking cliff. Yeah. So
I don't know, but that was weird, dude. We got to keep our eye on this man.
Her album sales have become small business worthy, so perhaps that's
very true.
One more proof that he's mentally gone. Yeah, I mean, yeah, so there's that.
Yeah.
And fuck Nicki Minaj. Jesus.
Yeah. So what did we learn today? Mitch McConnell's almost dead, if he's not dead. Graham Plattner, fuck him. Fuck Nicki Minaj. And what else did we learn?
Fuck the J6 guy whining about his dating problems.
Yeah.
Fuck him because no one else will. So, yes.
Yeah. And then just fuck Trump all the way around. So there you go.
86-47, FDJT. So.
That's right. All right. Where can these lovely people listening to this podcast reach us, Stephen?
Go to thevocalminority.net. It's our very own little website. And you can contact us there. But more importantly, perhaps, like, comment, share on all this stuff. The live show, the short form stuff we do, all of it. Support what is going on here at Really American Media.
Yes, we appreciate it. It'll keep us going, and we'll get to continue to bring you more content. So there is that. All right, we'll see you on Friday, y'all. Have a good rest of the week and stay sane.
And that'll do it for another edition of The Vocal Minority with Nick and Steve. Thanks for joining us on the Really American Media platform. Check out all our social media wherever good social media is found. Until next time, you tiny little bastards, good day.